Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to go over a big sale that our friends at Green Man Gaming are running on a plethora of Steam games with their must-play sale. A lot of good stuff discounted as a part of this. One game in particular we mentioned yesterday, even cheaper now, and you do have the big free update that dropped with it. And I do want to give you guys another heads up on the Humble Bundle, the best of Humble Bundle Lego Worlds Collide Bundle. The bundle's absolutely insane. It seems like a lot of you guys are picking it up, so we'll get to that at the end of this video. But like I said at the top, Green Man Gaming is running their must-play Steam game sale. A ton of great deals are available as a part of that. Let's just go over some of the big ones that I noticed. Some retreads, but some good stuff all around. If you have yet to pick up Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2, while it is $29.99 on Steam, you'll pay tax on that, and you'll end up paying what, $32, $33 around that range. But over at Green Man Gaming, they've got it 53% off for $28.04. You get a Steam key for it. You won't pay tax either, so you're saving a couple of dollars versus buying it from Steam directly. Warhammer Space Marine 2 did just have its anniversary update drop as well, and a lot of great content coming to that. And there's going to be more content coming to Space Marine 2 over the course of the next 6 months, probably even beyond that, as far as new content coming to the game. We already know that Space Marine 3 is in development, which is great to hear, given that Space Marine 2 had, 13 years between releases from Space Marine 1 into 2, but yeah, $28.04 on that is absolutely fantastic. Definitely give that a look, and I really enjoyed the game, and in my opinion, it harkens back to the glory days of shooters. Like, I just beat Gears of War Reloaded, and loved my time with that game, but obviously, that's a 360 game, but going back and playing that, I'm like, man, this is the level of insanity, chaos, and just absolute fun that I want out of my shooters, and Space Marine 2, I feel like, had that as well. It's just, the game was released in 2024, so a bit better visuals than Gears of War Reloaded, but, I digress. $28.04 on that. Great deal for that. Dragon's Dogma 2 is seeing a steep discount. It's 64% off for $24.99. Now, it is a Capcom game. It is a Capcom open world game. You know what that means? The performance is a little dicey, and I think saying it's a little dicey would be a very big understatement. This game is kind of a disaster from a performance standpoint, so you gotta go into it knowing that. Again, when you talk about game performance, it is so subjective. Some people are okay with literally 18 frames per second. Other people, 48 frames per second isn't good enough, but you get the idea. This game definitely has its fair share of technical issues, and it hasn't been remedied all that much. I believe it still has a mixed reception on Steam, so keep that in mind. The game itself, some people are gonna really like it, other people not so much. I think it's the standpoint of, there's some dated mechanics in the game and dated elements to it, but I still think there's fun to be had. The gameplay is enjoyable. If you bum rush through the main campaign, though, bear in mind it is, not that lengthy. Like, when you talk about it being, an open-world action RPG, you can get through it fairly quickly. So keep that in mind, but $24.99, steep discount on it, and it's one of those games that has been holding up in price a little bit, but yeah, we're 18 months removed from the game, which is insane to think about. I still remember it it was fairly recent playing through Dragon's Dogma 2, but nonetheless, 18 months old at this point, so there you go with that. GSC Game World does have some sales. Stalker 2, 44% off, $33.59. Stalker 2 just outlined its updates that are going to be coming, and definitely has quite a few technical issues, to say the least. Can't believe we're coming up on a year since the release of Stalker 2 as well. But yeah, it still has quite a few issues. I know a lot of people are upset about the technical state of the game, but that's kind of what you sign up for. You kind of knew that going into Stalker 2. I still think from an atmosphere standpoint and a gameplay standpoint, the game is really well done, and I think for 33 and change, a pretty good deal there. I would give it a look. And then you do have the Stalker Legends of the Zone trilogy. That's 44% off for $22.50. These games got their price juiced up because they did do an enhanced edition release. People that had the original games got the enhanced editions for free, which you made out like a bandit if that was the case, because those games were being sold for a couple of dollars regularly. I want to say the Trilogy went on sale for $9 to $10. Now you're paying $22.50, but these games are still worthwhile. The modding scene's kind of crazy, and they are a little bit more on the hardcore side, so keep that in mind. These are games that don't really hold your hand, and Stalker 2 certainly had some accessibility improvements for a larger audience of people to play the games, but yeah, the older Stalker games are going to whoop your ass a lot of the time, so keep that in mind. But again, atmosphere in these games are fantastic, and when I got into PC gaming, Stalker was one of the PC-only franchise that really captured my interest, so, I have a nostalgic fondness for these games as well. So $22.50 on that, pretty good deal there. Some 2K games, XCOM 2 the collection. Whenever this is sub $7, I gotta give it a shout. $6.86 on this. You get XCOM 2, you get War of the Chosen, the expansion, you get a bunch of other DLC packs as well. This is just a fantastic tactics game that did have quite a lot of technical issues when it came out. I remember this game was kind of a disaster when it came out, and a lot of those issues have been ironed out, and if you just go into it, for the tactical gameplay, I think you're gonna have a good time with it. Look, I'm not the biggest fan of tactics games, but I really did have a great time with XCOM 2. I thought it was a solid game, and it can be pretty challenging, but also very rewarding. $6.86 again, for all the content you're getting, really, really good deal there. Bioshock the collection, $10.32 on this. I mean, it's Bioshock 1, 2, and Infinite. We'll see if Bioshock 4 ever comes out. I know that, they had some restructuring on the studio working on that, so we'll see how that ultimately turns out, but Bioshock 1 is phenomenal, Bioshock 2 is really good, and Bioshock Infinite is actually my favorite of the three games. I know that's a little bit of a hot take. It seems like most people lean with Bioshock 1, but I thought Infinite was phenomenal, and Infinite, to be fair, had a lot of development issues as well. Like, it took a while for Infinite to get out the door, because the same team that worked on Bioshock 1, I believe, worked on Infinite. A different team, I want to say, handled Bioshock 2. And the time between Bioshock 1 and Infinite was 6 years, 2007 to 2013. And remember, in that era of gaming, 6 years is a long, long time. Like, these days, 6 years is about right. You'll see games in development for 10 years. But back then, a 6-year development cycle was disastrous in a lot of cases. But nonetheless, hopefully, Bioshock 4 makes a good progress like Bioshock Infinite ultimately did. But $10.32 on the collection, definitely a good deal there. Mafia, the Trilogy, $10.31 on this. Mafia 1, Mafia 2, and Mafia 3. Mafia 1 and 2 are excellent. Mafia 3 had its issues from the open world game design, but still a solid game altogether, and to get all three for $10.31, good deal there. Streets of Rage 4 is $7. This is a game done by Dotemu and Lizard Cube, and bear in mind, they just put out Shinobi Art of Vengeance, and that game is being received incredibly well. Streets of Rage 4 was an awesome game as well. It seems like Lizard Cube does a great job of taking these classic franchises, modernizing them, making them accessible to a newer audience, while also paying tribute to what they were in the past. Now, I didn't play all of the older Streets of Rage game. I want to say I have, like, a Streets of Rage, like, Sega Genesis game, I want to say, like, buried somewhere. I want to say I do have that, but, look, I didn't grow up in that era, and it's not a franchise that I'm super nostalgic with, but I had a great time with Streets of Rage 4. I thought the art style was awesome, I thought the gameplay was enjoyable, and, yeah, not a super lengthy game, but quite a bit replayable if you want to go through with the different characters, harder difficulty, etc., etc. And then, lastly, Remnant 1 and 2, $8.46 for Remnant 1, Remnant 2 is $23.80, and these are the complete and ultimate editions respectively for these games. Not really my cup of tea, but I know a lot of people that do love these games, so thought I would give them a shout as well. And that is a tip of the iceberg of all of the deals that are available as a part of the Green Man Gaming must-play game sale, but some of the ones I thought I would shout. Lastly, I do want to know Best of Humble Bundle, LEGO Worlds Collide 2025 bundle. This bundle is absolutely insane. You $15 get to LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2, LEGO DC Supervillains Deluxe Edition, LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham, LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens, LEGO Jurassic World, LEGO Worlds, LEGO Disney Pixar The Incredibles, the LEGO Movie 2 video game, LEGO Marvel's Avengers Deluxe, the LEGO Ninjago movie video game, LEGO The Lord of the Rings, LEGO Batman and LEGO Batman 2, LEGO The Hobbit, and LEGO Marvel Superheroes, and LEGO the movie video game. $15 for all that with the deluxe editions included as well. Insanity, link in the description box below to everything mentioned in this video. If you do buy anything from Green Man Gaming or the Humble Bundle, your boy does get an affiliate kickback, which is much appreciated, but that is going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.